only have about, by the way, 45 minutes.
Okay, no problem.
Just so you guys know,
We'll
if
rush
that's
through.
all good.
Yeah, we'll rush through, the categories and talk about what we think will show up there like usual.
Cool.
And just a fair warning, I am sick, so I might be muting myself to cough up a lung a couple thousand times. So just a fair
All
warning if you
good.
don't hear from me. I'm probably dying. Let me
Are we going
find.
backwards to game of the year?
Yeah, we'll do game of the year last,
Okay.
and then I'll send this in the chat so everybody has it. I'm sure you have it up already, Noah.
Yeah, I just pulled it up.
All right, there you go, Joe. If you need it.
All right.
All right. So, hey guys, 4PG here, but not really, because I'm the only actual 4PG member in the thing. But this is gonna go on the channel anyway. I'm Nick with my two guests, Joe and Noah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we're here to talk about the 2024 Game Awards, which is happening tomorrow. At this time, it will be going on, and I'm
Let's
actually
go.
really excited for this show. Like, for some reason, this year's show has been really hyped up, and a lot of people are saying that there's going to be some really big stuff going on. So,
I mean,
Yeah,
Statler and Waldorf are going to be there. Of course, it's big
that's
news.
facts. That's facts.
uh,
That is facts. Yeah. I'm curious, like, I feel like, I don't know, I'm starting to see rumors come in, and I guess we'll get to that in a bit,
yeah,
but
same.
mainly I feel like in previous years, I feel like days before, not even like the day before, but days before stuff leaks, or there's like Jeff Keighley's like talking way more, like
Yeah.
not even way more, talking at a normal amount that he does. He'll be like, it's gonna be crazy this year, and then
Hmm.
they show like Cozy Farm Sim number 200. So it's like I'm curious. I'm curious this year because
Yeah.
like at work it's been pretty quiet. We're not Razor's not doing anything for it, but I'm not even going or anything like that. We never do. But typically around the office, I guess people talk about it. It's been pretty low key. Um, but like I don't know. I suddenly today I started to see rumors come up, and it was from a lot of like pretty reputable people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's a lot of like, there's no way. Like I won't believe it until I physically see
Yeah.
it.
Hmm.
But again, I don't know. Jeff's like saying he's like, oh, it's the 10-year anniversary. I can't wait to share it with all of you. And that's all he's really saying.
Yeah,
So
and he
I'm like,
it's
what's the
I
deal?
agree. It's been a little quiet this year. Like, he hasn't even announced that Reggie's gonna be there, and I've been waiting for that announcement all week. Reggie's always there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but I can't wait to talk about what I think will be like the two big things that will be there, and we'll get
Hmm.
there. But we're gonna blow through the nominees right away, and we don't care about esports, so we're just gonna go to content creator of the
Esports,
year.
I couldn't tell you esports. I wish I could, but I couldn't.
Yeah,
Esports athlete,
we say
couldn't
this
tell you.
literally every year.
Game. Hey, actually, wait. Esports athlete Faker. He is signed to Team Razor. There's a few actually people on here that are signed to Team Razor, but Faker, I know he's really good. I don't watch what he plays or anything. I just know like people at work like freak out over him.
Hmm.
So I've heard he's like the guy. He's like the LeBron James of esports, I guess. So that's my guess. Content creator. I couldn't tell you. I don't know about you guys. As like a creator, I mean, we're all creators, but
Yeah,
like, there's like one guy on this list that I actually know.
same. It's Queso to me.
Yeah, that's all I know.
So I'm gonna give it to Queso because TikTok blew him up this year.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Joe,
Oh, what?
content
Which
creator of the year.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
You're
I
good.
was not gonna lie. I zoned out and I remembered that. Oh,
that's
uh,
fair.
it made me think about when Alf appeared in the Summer Game Fest in 2020, and I
Oh
wanted
my
to look that
god.
up.
Ugh,
Uh, I was like, oh, yeah, Alf. And so I zoned out. So I was like, I have to watch it now. Um, All right. If I had to choose one, I'd go with Queso because he's
Yeah.
the
I
only
haven't
name
heard.
like I.
I haven't heard about any of the others. So
Yeah, that
Yeah,
exactly.
literally. I've legitimately have never heard of any of the others. Like, I'm shocked because so somebody at Razer, like we signed on. Her name's Iron Mouse. Last
Oh
year,
hell yeah!
everybody at work was like making fun of me because I had no idea who she was. Like, literally zero idea who she was. And I was like, why are we hiring? Like, why are we signing these people? Maybe I shouldn't say this on a podcast. But anyway, I didn't know who she was. And obviously working here for so long, I've done my research and I figured out who she was. But what I'm getting at is I'm surprised she's not on this list because she's huge. She's like the one
yeah,
of the content creators,
I have heard of her before.
or even like Speed or Kai Cenat. Like,
Yeah, I was surprised Kai wasn't on here.
yeah, I don't know.
But he
It's a
doesn't
pretty
really
interesting
do
list of
like
people.
he doesn't do like gaming like specifically, right? He's just more
Like,
of
yes
a
and
he's
no.
more variety.
Yeah, yeah, he's more
Hmm.
variety, but I know he's done like the Elden Ring stream and like
Yeah,
and I think he did Bloodborne. So yeah, I guess Queso for me.
yeah, same. All right, most anticipated game, recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. We got Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotai, GTA 6, Metroid Prime 4, Monster Hunter Wilds, and I'm not going to be able to do this for every goddamn category. I'm losing my goddamn breath right now. Um, it's kind of obvious to me what one's going to win this,
Yeah.
but it's not my most anticipated game. My most anticipated game for next year ain't even on here.
Which one is yours?
The next 3D Mario, which will probably be out next year.
Oh, that's facts. That's facts. That could be maybe. What if that gets announced tomorrow? That'd be crazy.
Oh, that would be crazy. Oh, Joe, are you okay? Oh, Joe's internet shit out on him.
He's gone.
Oh
He's
shit.
disappeared. Oh my God, he
Oh my
died.
god, Joe's gone. Oh, this has turned to shit. Oh, well. Oh crap. Ugh.
Should we keep going? Or should we wait?
Let me text him.
Okay.
We could probably bang through a couple categories that I know we probably won't care about.
That's fine. That
Oh
works.
my god. Yeah, we've had like power like not surges but weird shit going on with the power all day today.
Interesting. Is it like raining or anything over there?
Yeah, it's raining.
Oh, okay. My crazy ass is bringing my PS5 home
Oh,
for
really?
Christmas because
Nice.
I, just- I never do, but like
Mm-hmm.
I'm like hooked this year, so I'm like I might as well just bring it home.
I gotta remember to mute all my tabs because I just had Facebook go off. Okay, well, we'll continue going because you don't have a lot of time here. So, whatever
So yeah, what
just
do you?
happened.
Oh yeah. So I guess my I mean I was gonna say my most anticipated is GTA 6. I would honestly say. I mean, there's a lot of these. Like I've never played Death Stranding, but I own it and I'm gonna play it at some point. But two, whatever, looks cool.
Yeah,
I didn't really like Ghost of Tsushima. I thought it was kind of
I didn't.
boring.
I didn't like it much either. I put like 5 hours into it, and I was like,
I
"What?"
platinumed it, and I thought I didn't really like it. Um,
I was like, "When's it gonna pick
but yeah,
up?"
GTA 6. Yeah, literally, literally.
Yeah, like if I had to like choose out of these, I'd probably choose Metroid because that's the one I
That
like
too.
the most. But
Yeah,
GTA is obviously
yeah,
gonna win. GTA is like in its own category.
yeah.
But
It's the game.
it's gonna be crazy next year though if GTA comes out and the next 3D Mario. Like that's those two
It'll
are
be some
going to
good games.
going to battle for Game of the Year next year.
Yeah,
Cool. Joe's gonna join on his phone.
let's go. Yeah, my
Um,
buddy just bought a PS5 on Black Friday because there was a deal, and he literally bought it for GTA 5 and GTA 6.
nice.
Like it's the only game he plays, and I'm like, that's insane because that's like that's 10 years of the same game.
Yeah,
So
like they milk the shit out of
he's
that
back.
game. You good, Joe?
Oh, fuck me, dude. Ah.
Do you have power or no?
Yes, we still have power. It literally just flickered.
Oh my
But, like,
god. But the
and then
internet
it
went
happened-
out?
Yeah, and now my internet's just fucking out.
Oh my god. Well, at least you have your phone.
Oh, wait, I
Uh.
think I have it again.
Okay, well, this works if it works for you. Because we're about to talk about best adaptation, and I need your knowledge for this one, Joe. So it's basically just TV shows, because I don't think any of these are movies. But recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles, Like a Dragon, Yakuza, and Tomb Raider: The Legend of Lara Croft. I've only seen Knuckles, and it blew.
I've seen none of these, but I know I've heard Fallout's like really good, and Emily really likes Arcane.
Hmm. Yeah, I heard Arcane's good. I heard the second season was kind of iffy,
Hmm.
but I heard great things about Fallout. Joe, you love Yakuza. I mean, I'm a Yakuza fan, but you're miles ahead of a bigger Yakuza fan than me. How was the entire season? Did we lose Joe again? Joe,
Hello?
are you okay?
Well, I don't know what happened with my fucking.
I can't, Joe.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. All right. Yes, I can hear you. I can
No,
I
oh
can
my
hear
God.
you.
I'm trying not
I'm-
to have a heart attack
I'm-
over here. Try not to
I'm
cough
gonna,
along.
I'm gonna lose my shit.
Oh shit. Okay, so
If this fucking happens again.
I was asking you about the best adaptation and how you liked Like a Dragon
Okay.
Yakuza.
Oh, I was just fucking on it. Okay.
Oh, take it away, Joe.
Well, actually, I did watch Knuckles.
It sucked.
Because I was like, oh, it was okay.
It had nothing to do about Knuckles and everything to do about bowling.
I mean, yeah. Well, I bowled, so I
That's
was
true.
like-
But it doesn't make it a good adaptation.
No, I mean, it's just okay. Well, as someone, yes, as someone who's a really big fan of the Like a Dragon series, I was more anticipated like for the show.
Mhm.
Because I recognize the main actor who plays Kiryu. I've seen him in other stuff, and he's great. When I started watching the show, and this is tough because it adapts like the main premise of the first game,
Mhm.
where 10 billion yen gets stolen, and then they gotta find it and figure out what happened. It takes it Like a Dragon Yakuza definitely takes liberties because it's not a one-to-one adaptation, and I don't think it can ever be a one-to-one adaptation unless like you're doing it, unless it was like
An
anime,
yeah.
because a lot of the like if you play a Yakuza game, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
there's a lot of crazy shit.
There's a lot of crazy stuff. I can't imagine having in the show you're fighting two tigers and then you win. But I overall liked the Yakuza show.
Hmm.
I thought it was a good drama. I thought
Has it gotten
it
renewed
was.
for a second season?
I have no idea
I haven't heard
if
about
it
it,
has.
but I would imagine it will.
Maybe.
So,
But it definitely it. If I were to like, I obviously didn't vote in the Game Awards. I was
Mhm.
thinking about it, but I'm like,
Mm.
I haven't really played enough games to like vote in it.
That's fair.
But if I were to, I would definitely pick the Like a Dragon Yakuza because it definitely it's while not a one-to-one adaptation, it's more of a loose adaptation.
and
Just like the movie was.
it didn't insult you as a fan,
No, it did. No, it did not insult me as a fan,
which is,
and also it
you know.
doesn't fucking. It does right, but it also doesn't throw me into the middle of the story like the movie does.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like I watched the movie, I'm like, oh, we're at this part already. Okay, all right.
So
I didn't even know there was a movie.
I'll give it to Fallout, but I would like to see Yakuza win,
Mm-hmm.
and that's gonna be a theme of this Game Awards. I'll give it to this, but I like to see this win.
Yes. Oh, that's gonna be me.
Yeah.
In certain categories.
All right, so let's go to best multiplayer. Outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences. We got Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, and Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2.
It's Black Ops 6. It's like crack this year.
Really?
Listen,
You're
it's so good.
You're a big Call of Duty fan.
I was. I mean, like every, white boy from a small town is obviously, but like I fell off of it. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I fell off of it. Modern Warfare 2, 2022? No, yes, 2021 maybe. I don't remember when that dropped. Actually, it was 20. Yeah. Modern Warfare 2 was 2022. That game sucked. That I was like, man. After Modern Warfare 2019, such a fresh new Call of Duty. I played the hell out of it. It was great. Wasn't my favorite, but it was great. And then Black Ops Cold War drops over COVID. They made that game in like under a year, I think. Or no, I'm sorry, not under a year. I think it was supposed to be like Black Ops 5, and then they had to move a bunch of stuff around and whatever. But Cold War, no joke, and is like one of my all-time favorites. I've always been a Black Ops guy. Like Black Ops 2 and 3 are fantastic. Black Ops 4 is whatever. Black Ops 1 is great. But Cold War is so goddamn good to the fact that I fucking platinumed that game.
Oh my
And
god.
you might be thinking, what the hell? There's like, I think the platinum trophy on that is like 0.1%, and on my PSN like profiles account, it's like the rarest trophy I have or
Holy
something like that.
shit.
I remember doing like a 3 hour plus zombies game with like a random guy in Ireland to get the hardest, one of the hardest
I
trophies.
remember you
on,
telling
like,
me about
Call of
that.
Duty. It's ridiculous, but it was so fun. Like the zombies in that is so good. The campaign was like so stupid but so fun, like stupid fun. Multiplayer was like crack. So then I was like, that was like, it was everything great about a COD, and the fact that they made it, it was a COVID game, and it's genuinely one of the best CODs. Then Vanguard comes out. I said, fuck that. I don't care about that game because it's like it was just like cheaply made, whatever. Then Modern Warfare 2 drops, and I'm like, oh, cool. It's a sequel to the 2019 game that was like one of the best CODs in years. Um, and the campaign was great. I thought the campaign was like pretty solid. And the what they were going to do with that game, it was going to be the first multi-year COD. So it wasn't just going to be dropped after a year. And then they were when they had like their shareholder meeting, they're like, just kidding. Next year we're doing Modern Warfare 3 direct sequel, and everyone was like, what the fuck? So they made Modern Warfare 3 in under a year. There was no campaign.
Was stupid. That was so stupid.
The campaign was essentially, from what I know, because I didn't buy it, but the campaign was essentially like a bunch of like Warzone missions disguised as a campaign or something like that.
Ew.
And the multiplayer I heard the multiplayer was better than Modern Warfare 2. but still not worth buying. I heard the Zombies was terrible. So then I'm just like, whatever. And then this year they announced Black Ops 6. And I'm like, listen, that's a crazy number to see next to a franchise like 6. Like we're really on 6. Like they're still doing it. And then I played the beta and I was like, this feels like Cold War, but different because it has Omni movement. But it felt great. I was like, oh, cool. The beta seems great. And then the reviews started pouring in, and they're like, one of the best COD campaigns ever. The multiplayer is one of the best multiplayers ever. Zombies is back. Like, you know, and people were saying this, and I'm like, we had this 4 years ago. Like, people shat on Cold War because, like, I don't know. People were just hating on Cold War. I think it was because it was like all the newbies were like, "Oh, Modern Warfare 2019 was so good. Like, it's so different." And Cold War was like a little bit more back to basics, but still new.
Mhm.
No, Black Ops 6 though. I'm gonna stop because I do have to leave in like 25 minutes. But Black Ops 6 was it is not even was is so fucking good. Like it is so fun. The gameplay loop is so good. I love Helldivers 2. I don't have the new Mario Party. I have not played Tekken, and I tried playing Warhammer for a video for work, and I didn't care about it. But yeah, Black Ops 6 is awesome.
So
But
the only one I have
yeah,
experience with is Jamboree, and I loved it. I only did one board
yeah,
with the
I definitely want
boys,
to play it.
and it feels so good. It's everything that Superstars did to go back to its roots, but they just throw so much more stuff in there that could turn the game at any moment. And the board that me and the boys played back in October, we had a great time with it. And Joe joined us for two of the side modes, and those were chaotic too. So just for couch multiplayer, that's been great.
That's sick.
Joe, have you recovered from Toad's Item Factory?
I don't know, man.
That changed us.
I I think I barely remember anything now from it. I have
Because
all I
Noah,
remember is playing it, and then I blacked out.
that Toad's Item Factory, you had to use Joy Cons and like guide like a marble ball into like a specific area. It's like a board, but you have to do stuff with the Joy-Con to maneuver the ball into the area, and each one of the four players has a specific like color coded like segment to control.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
it was chaos, but it was so much fun. We were
That's awesome.
screaming our damn asses off. It was so much fun. So I'm gonna give it to Jamboree, but I could see it going to Tekken, or I could see it going to Call of Duty. That's kind of a tough one. All right, next up, this one's gonna go quick. Best sports racing game. I haven't played anything in this damn category except for WWE.
Yeah.
WWE next.
Yeah, next.
Best sim strategy. I haven't played any of these games. Have you
I've
guys?
never heard of any of these games. except for
Unicorn
Frostpunk.
next.
Best family game. This one's gonna be a little.
Astrobot.
What's up,
Astrobot.
Astrobot?
Easy.
I'm thinking Astrobot too.
It's so goddamn good. It made me cry.
See, it says appropriate for family play.
Oh, but that's true. It could be
I-
maybe like
I
get a group
I
together.
want to give it to Mario Party because like Mario Party is a game you play with friends and family all together. Astrobot's a single
That's
player
true.
experience.
That's
Yes.
true. That's true.
Mm.
Yes, you could like if you're like a parent and you give the controller to your kid and watch them play
Yeah.
and experience it together. I understand that, and that's where Astrobot could win this. But I think I think it's between Astrobot and Mario Party.
That's fair. I agree.
I'll give it to Mario Party just because I'm biased towards Mario Party. I still love Astrobot, and I'm gonna get into my Astrobot little thing when we get to Game of the Year. So I'll wait for that. Best fighting game: Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Grand Blue Fantasy, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, Multiversus, and Tekken 8. What's weird about this one though is the MVC Fighting Collection. That's all old games. So technically, Marvel
Yeah.
vs. Capcom 2 is nominated for Best Fighting Game. So when you put that into the mix, I feel like MVC should win.
Think
And that,
so? Yeah, I haven't played any of these, but
Mm.
I do know people love that collection.
it's so good. They put in so much
Yeah,
work with it. That has my vote, honestly. But I also heard Tekken 8's great.
I also have heard that too. Yeah,
So,
it's true.
Joe, you've only played MVC with us, right?
Well, I've
Oh,
also
you
played
you played Sparking
Tekken.
Zero, yeah.
Oh, well, that, and I've also played Tekken 8.
You play Tekken 8. How do you like it?
Yeah. There's a bear. I love it.
We're when we talk about world premiere announcements, we're gonna get to Tekken, and you guys are gonna be excited for it. All right, next up, best RPG. Oh boy, this one's gonna
Infinite
be
Wealth next.
this one's gonna be something else. Dragon's Dogma 2, which was a huge release because I heard nothing but great things about the first one. Second one came out, same thing, nothing but great things. Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erd Tree, friggin'
Jeffrey's
DLC.
favorite.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. All games that I've heard fantastic things about. Metaphor, I would say, is your standard JRPG in this lineup.
Hmm.
Like a Dragon's like your JRPG like evolved. Final Fantasy's the action RPG, Elden Ring's goddamn Soulsborne. We all know how that goes. And Dragon's Dogma.
And it fucking happened again.
What, you lost your internet?
No, the lights flickered, and then I
Oh.
lost my internet again.
And the
Yes.
lights will flicker on and off.
The lights will flicker. That's
Um,
the Ashley slasher. All right, I'm just gonna stay on my phone.
I'm gonna give it to Final Fantasy because that's the only one I've played out of the bunch. But I don't know. It's hard because I could see Elden Ring sneaking in. I could see Metaphor sneaking in because I heard Metaphor is fantastic.
Yeah, I also thought that was good too.
What I'm gonna assume you give it to Final Fantasy, Noah.
Yeah, yeah.
Joe, you said Infinite Wealth.
My heart wants Infinite Wealth to win, but I feel like it's either gonna be Rebirth or the Elden Ring.
Yeah, I hope not Elden Ring. But we'll get there. Best action adventure, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Astrobot, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. I'm confident in giving it to Astrobot for this one.
Yeah.
I would love to see Echoes of
talking.
Wisdom win because from what I played of it, I
Mhm.
played about half of the game. Loved it. It's so creative, so well thought of, but it runs like shit. The frames in that game
Oh,
are
what a
really...
yo! Actually, speaking of things running like shit, what if Switch 2 gets announced tomorrow?
I was thinking that, but I don't. I want it to, but I don't know.
But I feel like knowing Nintendo, they're like,
They want.
I
They
mean, they
want to do
run
something on
off.
their own.
Well, I was gonna say that, but they also run off Japan time. But it's like
Yeah.
they're the type to be like, "Hey, it's the president of Nintendo. Switch 2's out now. See ya!" Like in a tweet.
Yeah. Uh, I feel like the way they're hyping it up, it could happen, but
I know. I always get I always get my hopes
yeah,
up, and then I'm like Half-Life 3. I mean, I don't care about Bloodborne, but then I'm like Bloodborne because like I know a lot of people want it. For me, my holy shit would be a new SSX game, but that would never happen because nobody on Earth cares about SSX except for me and like maybe 10 other people.
So something you just mentioned, I think, is gonna happen tomorrow, and we'll get to it.
Okay.
But I'll give it to Astrobot for this.
Yeah.
Joe, you?
It's clearly going to be Star Wars Outlaws. No, I'll give it to Astrobot.
Did you play Outlaws, Noah?
I did not.
I didn't either.
I saw it at Gamescom. The woke vibes I was getting from it, I was like, I don't want to deal with that. I'm kidding. No, I didn't play. I heard from what I saw of it, it looked like nothing new. It looked boring to me. the character models look cute, and the little guy looks cute, but like I'm like I feel like I've seen all this before,
Yeah,
you know?
we're starting to kind of get like what's the word? Like inflated with Star Wars games now.
Well, that's yeah, that's a whole nother thing I could go
Yeah.
into, but no, yeah.
Best action game: Black Myth Wukong, COD, Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, or Warhammer 40,000.
I
Uh,
feel for I'm not gonna say COD because it's COD. I would say Helldivers for this, but also like when I'm reading like reading like oh it's primarily focused on combat. I got Stellar Blade for my birthday, and my friends that have played it they say the gameplay is a little clunky, but it's also really good.
same. That's what I've
Um,
heard. I wish Dan was here. He
but
would
then
be
I've
able to
also
tell
heard
us.
oh, but then I've heard Black Myth is like fucking unreal. So I would like on like a technical level, I feel like I'd give it to Black Myth, even though I haven't played it.
I'll give it to Stellar Blade because I feel like that's more. It has the most like shebang to it. You know, like it pops. The
Yeah,
gameplay pops out at you.
something
Joe.
else pops out when you're playing that game too. That's listen, setting me up. You're setting me up right there.
Oh shit, Joe. Do you have any uh I can't think of my words. Do you know any of these games? Or did we lose Joe again?
Oh God, wait.
Joe, did
Maybe
we?
he's thinking about Alf again.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh, he's
oh,
gone.
he's gone. Oh, he's back.
Hello?
Are you
What?
there? Are you okay?
I was in ball, but I guess it wasn't fucking picking me up.
So are you familiar with any of these games?
Yeah, yes.
All right. So what one do you think will win?
Monkey Man, next.
Okay. Now my my website stopped working.
All right, I'll take
Come on.
over. Best VR AR: Arizona Sunshine Remake, Asgard's Wrath, Batman, Metal Hellslinger, Metro Awakening. Haven't played any of these,
I haven't
but I
played.
heard Batman was good.
I heard Batman was good, and I heard Asgard's Wrath is good, and
Batman was good too.
I'm friends with the lead developer for Sanzero Games because of Sly 4, so I'll give it to Asgard's Wrath.
Oh, nice. The Batman.
Best mobile game. Is it AFK or AFK?
AFK.
AFK Journey, Balatro, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket, Wuthering Waves, and Zenless Zone Zero. I'm probably gonna give it to Balatro, but Pokemon TCG should win.
Yeah,
Because,
I just got the mythic crazy Mewtwo card today, like the rarest one you can get. So
nice.
I was amped.
Dude, I'll send
I've
you I'll
heard
send you my
Balatro is like
my
unreal.
my profile later to add me
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
because I
I've
don't
heard
play it.
Balatro is like fucking so good.
I wish I had Dan here because we did a video on it a couple weeks ago where I was like, Dan, have you ever played Balatro? And he's like, no. And I was telling him that it was nominated for Game of the Year, and he just went up and straight up bought it, and we did a video on it, and we have a video of him learning how to play it like
That's awesome.
right then on video, and he's been addicted to it ever since. So
That's sick.
we have the catalyst of how he got addicted to Balatro on video. So I'm sure he would say Balatro.
Yeah,
uh,
all my buddies play it, and they also love poker. So they were like, "Oh, you gotta like learn it. It's like crack." So
yeah.
like Emily knows how to play poker, so I got it for her Steam Deck, and I was like, "Just let me know how it is." Like, I'll probably buy it for PS5 or something, but yeah, it seems really good.
All right, next up, we'll do these two quick. Best debut indie game: Animal Well, Balatro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, or The Plucky Squire. I played a little bit of
I
Plucky
have
Squire.
Pacific Drive. I haven't played it yet, actually.
I played a little bit of Plucky Squire, and it takes a while to like start. And I was like, ah, man, I kind of wish it was kind of just like Zelda and free roamy, so I was a little disappointed by that. But I think Belatro's gonna win.
Yeah,
Either
I have a feeling Palazzo's gonna sweep.
Balatro or Animal Well, because I remember earlier in the year it was like Animal Well and Final Fantasy are the two best games of the year already.
I still haven't got Animal because I'm waiting for limited run to drop the. Well, they already dropped the physical. It's like pre-order, but when my local store gets it, I'll probably grab it.
Yeah, so either Animal Well or Balatro. Joe, any?
Balatro.
And now we go to just regular best indie game. We have Animal Well, Balatro again, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Neva and UFO 50, and I'm gonna give it to Balatro.
Balatro.
Yeah, I'll probably say that too.
Best
I hope
community.
Animal will get some love, to be honest.
Yeah, because like I said, it was very well thought of earlier this year.
I played it last year and I fucking loved it. It was so good.
Best community supports. All for games that. Well, you play one of these games, Noah.
Oh, I do.
Just for outstanding community support, we got Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy. Is that 4? Yeah, 14.
It's 14. Yeah.
Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. We all know that it's probably going to go to Fortnite or Final Fantasy. I'll give it to Fortnite this year.
Fortnite's so good. I've fallen off the train a little bit because I've been playing Black Ops, but Fortnite is so good. It's a not a little. It's a lot of corporate-y, it's very Epic Gamesy and Sweeney. But I don't know. It's very impressive to see how consistent they keep releasing stuff. And Fortnite is honestly becoming like the everything game because I just tried out the 5v5 today. It's cool.
I heard
I would never
they
play
just
it.
put in FPS mode, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like it's literally Counter-Strike Valorant type
Oh,
game.
wow.
And it's cool, but like I don't know. I wouldn't be like I need to play like if I was like I want to play a 5v5 shooter, I'm gonna go play CS or like
Yeah.
and I would never touch Valorant again, but I would go to CS. But what I mean though is like Fortnite is so consistent with what they release, and especially every season and the collabs they do. Whereas like you look at Warzone, and Warzone's like put together with like duct tape. My last thing I'll say on this too, I went to a Final Fantasy 14 party in Germany, and they had great free drinks, and the venue was sick, so they get my vote. Next.
I played a little bit of Fortnite festival for the Metallica and Billie Eilish stuff. So
Oh yeah.
I have more experience with Fortnite than any of these, so I'll give it Fortnite.
Oh yeah.
Best ongoing: Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Helldivers. Once again, it's between Final Fantasy and Fortnite. I'll give this one to Final Fantasy.
That's fair.
Games for Impact. I don't know any of these really. Except
Woke games. Skip it.
Life is Strange. Next.
Hellblade 2. Innovation and accessibility.
Razor did something with Hellblade, so shout out Hellblade. Actually, you know what? I heard Indica is fucking awesome.
Really?
So I've heard it's weird as fuck. My buddy Jake played it, and earlier this year he was like, "You see that creepy game with the nuns?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Check it out. It's like so different." Haven't played it yet, but I've heard it's very weird. I've heard it's not for everybody, but I've heard it's like really cool if you want to see like a cool video game like concept. Maybe one day I'll play Life is Strange. I've heard I would love it, so maybe one day.
Alright, so for innovation and accessibility, we got Black Ops 6, Diablo 4, Dragon Age the Veilguard, Prince Persia the Lost Crown, and Star Wars Outlaws. Haven't played any of these, so I don't know any of their options for accessibility. Noah, how's the accessibility stuff in Black Ops 6?
It's solid. There's a lot of like color options, and hey, you know what? No, it goes to Black Ops 6 because in zombies there's spiders, disgusting fucking spiders with they're 6-leg spiders, awful. But you know what they added right before launch? Arachnophobia mode. So now it's just floating heads, and it's totally fine.
Shit. Okay.
Oh my god.
That's great. That's perfect for you too.
I literally wouldn't have been able to, because I remember watching the footage, like the trailer for zombies, and it shows they're called like Terminids maybe, and they're just like they don't have like 8 eyes or anything. They're just like a big mouth with 2 little eyes, but the legs are what's freaky, and they can climb walls and can jump really
Oh
far and shit.
God.
And I was like, I remember I was just going, well, I'm not playing zombies this year. And then I thought, and then they were like, oh, it's only on this map, and I was like, okay, cool. And then it turns out it's on all the maps. And
Oh
then I
my
was like
God.
looking through the settings, and it literally says arachnophobia mode, so it just makes the heads float, and it's really funny looking, but like it's great. I'm able to play, no issue.
Ugh. Okay, yeah, that has my vote. All right, next one. Best performance. Awarded to individual for voiceover, acting, motion, and/or performance capture. We got Brianna White for Aerith, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Hannah Tell, Life is Strange Double Exposure. Humberly Gonzalez for Star Wars Outlaws. Luke Roberts for Silent Hill 2. And Melina Jurgens for Hellblade 2.
Uberly.
Yeah, that was the worst.
I'm gonna say Brianna White because she made me cry. this year
Brianna
when I
White,
played that
hands
game.
down. Right, Joe? I know you're
Joe's
gonna
voting. Joe's voting Huberly.
I'm going that way. Yeah.
Best audio design. I'm sick. What do you expect?
Castro.
Okay.
Astro. I'll give it to either Astro or Final Fantasy. How's the
Oh,
audio
boy.
design in Call of Duty? Because
Oh,
I know
God.
they usually focus
COD.
on.
It's fine. It's COD. I
Yeah.
would honestly say Silent Hill 2. I'd give it. I'd give it to Silent Hill 2. I did a whole video sponsored by Razer. This podcast. It's not. I did a whole. We had to do a video for like the immersion stuff for like one of our headsets, and we did it with Silent Hill 2, and people were freaking the fuck out. And I don't know. I mean, I had to test some shit out for it. So like, I played maybe like 5 minutes of it. It's freaky.
Yeah. It'll definitely be between Silent Hill Rebirth and Astrobot. All right, next one. If my website will
Wait.
load.
You didn't get my pick.
What's your pick, Joe?
Final Fantasy VII. Next.
Okay. Good. Now my thing finally loaded. Best score and music. We got Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metaphor ReFantazio, Silent Hill 2, and Stellar Blade. My pick goes to Final Fantasy. Easily.
That choral music, shit bangs.
What, in Astrobot?
That's no in Final Fantasy.
Oh.
When you're like, there was like a section where you're like climbing this big mountain, I think in the coral region,
Mhm.
and I'm like, man, this is like some good ass video game music. And then I tried looking for it on Spotify, and they're like, we only released the third of the album. Just kidding.
Dude, there was a time.
It was everywhere when I was in Japan though, and I'm like, I don't need it yet. I haven't played. And then
Oh
I missed out.
man, there was a time period in March, right after Rebirth came out, that the Bow Wow Wow song took off on Twitter.
oh yeah,
Oh my god! And
Classic.
the first time I heard it when you did one of the side missions, I'm like, this shit is a banger, absolute banger. So Rebirth has it all the way. What a fantastic soundtrack! Like just from start to finish. I'm so excited to hear the orchestra with that.
yeah, same here.
All right, we
Oh,
got
that's right.
we got to speed run these last few because I know Noah doesn't have that much time, and we got to get
Infinite Well should have been on here, but I'll go with Final Fantasy VII. All right. Let's go.
Best art direction. I'll probably give this one to Metaphor because I love
I haven't played it,
Tsujima's
but I know it
art.
looks cool.
Monkey Man. Next.
My website ever wants to load. Come on, Jeff, work with me here.
Next is Best Narrative.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Metaphor ReFantazio, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. My vote goes to Final Fantasy.
I want
Same.
Infinite Wealth. I want Infinite Wealth to win, but I'll give it to Final Fantasy VII. That's probably gonna win.
Nomura and his friggin' crazy 13 different world bullshit. Best Game Direction, aka Best Studio. Awarded for Outstanding Creative Vision and Innovative in Game Direction and Design. Astrobot from Team Asobi, Balatro from Local Thunk, Black Myth Wukong from Game Science, Elden Ring from Software, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth from Square Enix, and Metaphor ReFantazio from Studio Zero Atlas. Yikes!
I gotta say, Astro. Astro was like the perfect game length, streamlined but like challenging. Those fucking shape challenges were the worst.
They sucked.
No, obviously, I know I've heard Balatro's like life changing. Final Fantasy, obviously, story wise, kind of made no sense at some points, but I loved it. Um, the game had me sucked in. I can't speak for any of the other ones, but for Final Fantasy, that game had me sucked in. Derek and I played it exactly at the same time. We were 1-to-1 where we were playing at, and I don't know. There were moments of that game where we were doing everything, and then I was just like, there's too much. I'm done. And then we just kind of we beat it, but we
Yeah.
just started to kind of give up in some
There's-
cases.
There's a little too much in it, but like at the same time,
Yeah.
like I didn't do all the side quests, but every time like,
Yeah.
the story would advance,
I didn't either. Yeah.
you get to a new region, and there's just more stuff that's unlocked for you to do. I'm like, there's more game, there's more to do.
Which is amazing because that's what video games should be. It
Yeah,
should be
exactly,
like if you're
yeah.
paying $70, you should be getting as much as you possibly can. But there were moments where I was like, oh my God, like
Yeah, like
it was overwhelming in a good way.
when you're flying the I forgot what the hell the ship's called. Joe, help me out. I know you
Oh.
know it.
What?
The Wild Hog. I forgot
Oh,
what
The plane,
the
right?
plane, yeah. Forgot what it's called.
I mean that.
I don't remember.
What that mini game?
Kind of, but like when you're flying in the air and then spoiler alert, you crash and then now you're on this sea and I'm like, how did they do this?
Tiny
Oh.
Bronco.
Tiny
The
Bronco,
Tiny Bronco.
thank you.
The Tiny Bronco. Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
how
yeah.
did they do this? Not only do they have like stuff where you travel like in the air, but also like on the water, and it all connects,
Mhm.
and it's
Mhm.
crazy. I'm gonna give it to Final Fantasy. I like Astrobot. I don't love it. I will give it to Final Fantasy though, and I'll explain why I don't love Astrobot in a minute when we get to Game of the Year.
Go to Xbox.
Oh my god. Finally, Game of the Year. Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. We got Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the
DLC.
Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. So, I know we don't have a lot of time, but let's just cut to it. Why the hell is Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree on here? Because it's DLC.
Because Jeff Keighley loves From Software.
You should in order to play a Game of the Year, to me, it shouldn't be online. It should be a game that you can access at any time in your life.
I agree.
And you shouldn't have to play 80 hours of a fucking game to get to it.
Mhm.
Well, can you not just play the DLC?
No, you have to beat the game to get to the DLC.
Jesus.
That's crazy. I
Which
didn't
is-
know that.
Yeah, so it's like you have to experience a whole game before you could get to Shadow of the Erdtree. Which is
That's
just
actually insane.
absolutely wild. To me, it's between Astrobot and Final Fantasy, even though Erdtree's probably gonna fucking win.
I don't know. I'm getting Oscar vibes from this when it's like you see you see like let's call Jeff the Academy. You see like the Academy favorite, which you know he's like freaking out over Elden Ring, but then you got like the community, like the audience favorite,
Yeah.
which is like I would say like Balatro, because that's like that's like the indie game. That's like the indie movie. I mean, it's an indie game, but that's like the indie movie of the year where it's like it's a
Mhm.
heater. If you don't know video games, you probably don't know the game. But if someone tells you about the game, it's probably like, oh damn, like I gotta play that.
Yeah.
And then there's like the one that like everybody likes, which is like Astrobot. I feel
Astrobot,
like.
yeah. And like I said, I liked it. I wish they did more creativity with having it be its own thing, because some of the levels, like, they shared gameplay elements with Mario, and that's not a bad thing because they did it did more levels where it's their own creativity and their own thing. My favorite level in Astrobot's when you shrink down to the mouse.
Unreal.
I love that level, and they only did that fucking power up once, and I was pissed the whole
Yeah.
game because they only did it once, and I was like, "That's the coolest thing that they did," and they did it once. And then not the
Yeah.
rest of the game, but a good chunk of the rest of the game took stuff from Mario and made it their own, which is awesome. But like, I wanted more creativity from them, and I know that they could do it, and I know that they could do it well. So whenever the next one comes out, because there will obviously be a next one, that's
Mhm.
that's what's gonna probably blow everything out of the water. Because
Oh yeah.
when that team is at their most creative and doing their own original ideas, that's where they shine. But
100%.
that's
That's
also
my game of the year for me.
that's also where I separate it from loving it and liking it, because
Mhm.
I would have loved it if they did their more creativity, but they kind of, I wouldn't say a lazy route, but they went more of the safe route and did Mario stuff like the water level. I love the water level, but it's pretty much a Mario Galaxy water level.
Oh, of course.
You
Or like
know?
the ball. Oh,
Yeah,
very Mario.
and like you're using it as like the shell, and how Mario Galaxy
Yeah.
was with the light. Like, that's awesome. It was a great level, and I love the music. But I want them just to be more creative. So I'm gonna, my personal game of the year out of these, Rebirth. I think Erdtree is gonna fucking win.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We'll see.
Joe.
I want. It's tied between Astrobot and Rebirth for me.
Mhm.
But I could definitely. I wouldn't be surprised if Erdtree
Yeah.
wins.
All right. So that's that, and let's get to the world premieres real quick, because I know Noah probably has to go in a few minutes. So I have a whole like notepad worth of stuff.
Oh my God.
Things that could happen. Like, I just jotted a bunch of shit down. So I'm gonna get to what's confirmed already, so we could just talk about that for 2 seconds, and then we could get to the wild shit. Joseph Fares is confirmed to be there with his next game, Split Fiction. I have no idea what kind of game it's gonna be, but I know that there's going to be bosses, because in that video I sent you last night, he said that he was working on a boss. So I'm like, okay, there's gonna be a boss, so maybe it'll be like another platformer again.
I'll give you my thing that I read, which I'm sure you guys have saw, and then I literally have to run.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't believe it until I see it. That's just how I am with a lot of
I think I know where you're
movies,
going.
media. I saw rumblings today, and this is just copium at this point, because listen, it's the game that everyone fucking wants, even people that have never played it. I haven't even played the second or the episodes. But if Half-Life 3 gets announced tomorrow,
I think it's happening.
I don't know. I think, because here's the thing, Valve is big on releasing a game obviously when they know it's ready, or to tie directly into new hardware.
Mm-hmm.
So, Portal 2 came out, what was it, 2013, I think? Oh God, Emily's calling me. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna be quick. Portal 2 came out at a time when the whole PS3 was getting relaunched and everything, so that was a big deal. But I don't think it was direct. It was kind of tied to it, but Half-Life Alyx, I was in college when that dropped, and I was in a class at Emerson called History of Video Games, where it's literally the name of the class. But I remember seeing the tweet where they're just like, "Hey, what's up? We made a Twitter, and Half-Life Alyx drops in March. Check out the trailer." And I remember we were all like, "What the fuck? Is this real?
Mm-hmm.
Because it was unbelievable. I couldn't. Nobody could believe it.
Yeah,
I remember watching
it came
over
out of
COVID,
nowhere.
it was legitimately out of nowhere. So I don't know. But what I was saying though, and what I'll lastly say is that I saw a week or two ago, they were Valve is working on a Steam Box 2 or whatever they're gonna call it. So if that was true, I don't know. I'm seeing like what Jason Schreier and like a few
Yeah,
other people
Jason
say like
Schreier.
it, and he's usually pretty on it. So like
He's very reputable. Like he
I
doesn't just bullshit.
well, just the fact that like this is where my theory, what I said in the beginning. Jeff's not saying really, not like, oh, you need to, like, well, he's obviously gonna say you need to be here. It's his show, but like he's obviously saying can't wait. It's 10 years, so excited. But he hasn't said like there's gonna be crazy world premieres and you're gonna freak out. Oh my God. Because the last time he did that, or one of the last times he did that, it was just The Last of Us Part One remake. So
Mhm.
like, which obviously got leaked, but was not like a oh like
Yeah,
kind of
and that
reveal.
was Summer Games Fest
But
too.
and that was yeah, and that's true, that's true. But like seeing that he's like it's very like chill, humble, like 10 years, can't wait. It's gonna be so great. I can't wait for everyone to be there. And then you have all the leakers and like the rumor people and the journalists like there's two holy shit moments. And like some people, obviously Half-Life 3 is the easy clickbait title, but like with the 20th anniversary of Half-Life 2 this year, the rumors about a Steam box coming, guess we'll find
Yeah,
out.
and Todd Howard's gonna be there. I mean,
That's true too.
he,
Could be Elder Scrolls 6, maybe.
yeah. I, I was just looking on Twitter. Like, I see a tweet that says, "I don't think I've ever seen this much buzz for the Game Awards before," and I saw like
Yeah.
you were saying the Jason Schreier thing from Kind of Funny, Andy Robinson who runs VGC.com, another very
Oh yeah, yeah,
big reputable source, former Rare employee.
yeah.
He said he expects a big TGA, Shinobi, Jeff Grubb, all these big names.
Oh yeah,
M-
Shinobi. I was gonna say him too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
my two big things right before you go, Noah. I think Half-Life 3 is happening, and I think we're seeing Naughty Dog's next game.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think those two are the big things that are happening. Um, I don't really know what else could be there. I would love to see Resident Evil 9 pop up tomorrow. I will lose my
Oh,
shit. Dude,
oh my God, I forgot about that.
dude,
Yeah,
I'd lose
that would
my
make me
shit
go
if
fucking
Res 9 gets
crazy.
there, because we're still waiting
Yeah, I'd
for
go
it.
insane.
It has to happen soon.
Yeah,
Res
I would
9
go
would be
fucking
great.
crazy.
I think we're gonna get a Last of Us Season 2 trailer, because
Oh, true.
the actress who played Dina in the game and Dina in the show are gonna be there. That's
True.
confirmed. So, let me see what else I have real quick. Well, I still have you. GTA 6 trailer. What do you think?
I could see that. I could see. It's been a year. I
Yeah,
could
it's
see
been
that.
a year. I could see it happening. Persona 6, Joe. I think it could happen tomorrow.
Maybe. Oh,
I think it could happen.
maybe.
We're we're due for it. It's gonna happen, pretty soon, and I think it's gonna be on Switch 2 as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess last thing before we end this, what's gonna be the trending moment this year? What funny shit's gonna happen?
Tyler and Waldorf.
Yes. Anything.
End of
It's
discussion.
they're gonna talk about Muppet history. Okay, that's really specific. Anyway,
All right, dude.
that's all.
Thanks for
That's
joining
all I
us.
got.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. It's
Of
always so fun to
of
do
course,
this every
dude.
year. I apologize. I'm always so busy. But
You're good, dude. I know you're a busy
I'll
man.
be locked in for the Game Awards tomorrow.
Yeah, appreciate you being
But now
here.
I'm gonna go drive an hour to go see a movie that I've already seen, but I've never seen in theaters.
Hey,
Godspeed.
that's always a good
God bless.
time.
All right.
Enjoy, dude.
Goodbye. Thank you. I'll see you guys later.
See you, dude.
Bye bye.
Peace.
All right, Joe.
Like,
Well,
fucking.
well, I have you. I think I have a couple more things that I want to talk about, but
All right.
we'll end off on this because a bunch of shit could happen. I don't know what Nintendo's doing. That's another thing.
Yeah.
They could do just about anything. I think that they're gonna announce Sana. Let's try that again.
Sonic?
Oh god, this whole thing's been a fucking mess.
Is that a picture of Sonic just pop up?
I think they're gonna do a Sonic racing game.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
I was right.
Noah's gone. We forgot to talk about Tekken, but it's okay. You're here.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so Tekken, the next DLC fighter will be revealed tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants it to be Tifa. What do you think the chances are that we actually get
I don't
Tifa?
know. Maybe.
And then I also heard a thing a couple days ago that it could be Ichiban.
Oh, yo.
So out of the two, who do you want
Oh,
more, Joe?
fuck.
Because this is right in your wheelhouse.
Fuck. Yeah. Ah.
I want Tifa.
The only way that's gonna make me buy Tekken 8 is to put Ichiban.
I want Tifa.
I feel like Tifa, yeah, would be more likely to happen.
All right. So, what the hell? Just 12:10. Oh, okay. Never mind. I saw something on my phone, and it was like a tweet from yesterday. I was like, what? Okay. So to end it off, because I have you here, Joe, we got to talk about it. Is it gonna show up tomorrow? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
Kingdom Hearts 4. Is it gonna
Oh,
show
fuck.
up tomorrow?
God fucking damn it. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
I'm
You never...
on a 50-50 kind of thing here, because I don't think it'll be next year. I think it's going to be a 2026 game. If we're lucky.
Right.
It could show up here. Don't really know. It's been very quiet. It should be the next thing that Square focuses on, because they're not doing any DLC.
Oh, yeah.
They're not doing any DLC for Rebirth. They said that
Right.
they're getting right to work on the next remake game, which I think is going to be called Return. So they're
Right.
already working on that. So I think they're, instead of having it come out in 2028, so if they do like every 4 years, I think they're going to try for 2027 for the next 7 games. So I think Kingdom Hearts 4 has to be 2026.
Yeah, I can see that.
So if it is going to be 2026, they got to hurry the fuck up. They got to hurry the shit up. Get this promotion.
They sure do.
Get this promotion out, start churning it, because how many years of goddamn promotion did we have for 3, Joe? We had technically 4, or we technically had 3. We had 2015, no, 4, 15, 16, 17, 18. Because it got announced in 2013, but they didn't really do anything between 2013 and 2015.
It was more of just like, oh yeah, we're making it.
Yeah, they announced it. They showed that little bit of gameplay in the original engine, and then they completely fucking swapped.
And then they switched to Unreal Engine.
Yeah, they swapped from Luminous to Unreal, and then next time we saw it, I think it was at like D23, right, with the Attraction Flow ride. On Mount Olympus, yeah.
Yeah.
God, don't ask me how I remember that. That's almost 10 years ago, dude. That's crazy. Oh my god. But yeah, I think Kingdom Hearts 4 could show up, especially if they're gonna go for the 2026 release window. And I think that's pretty much it. There's a couple other things confirmed, but we don't really gotta talk about that. Aaron Paul's gonna be there. That's good. That'll be fun.
And Mr. White.
If he announces a Breaking Bad game, I'm gonna lose my damn shit. I'm gonna lose it.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, I would love it. As long as it's
Holy
good.
shit.
It has to be good, though. And it has to have direct involvement with Vince Gilligan, because if it's not, then it's gonna shit.
Oh. Yeah.
Kojima's gonna be there. Damn, I wish Noah was still here, because he could talk about Kojima. Kojima's gonna be there. We're gonna get a Death Stranding trailer. That's obvious. I would like a new Perfect Dark trailer for the next Perfect Dark game that's coming out sometime. Don't really know. Final Fantasy IX Remake, I heard, is being developed. I don't know when they're ever going to show up, but that's been a game that's been long rumored for these kinds of shows.
Oh.
Let's see. Double Fine, I don't know if their next game will be there, but I'd like to see Double Fine pop up. Maybe more of the Sonic Revivals. And that's pretty much it. So I think my two big things for tomorrow is Half-Life 3
Mm-hmm.
and Naughty Dog's next game. So we'll see, but it's gonna be a good show. I'm very excited for it. I always go to Taco Bell, get a shit ton of food, and then just go home and watch it. So it's gonna be good. Are you gonna watch it tomorrow?
Well, I might. Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
'Cause,
it's on at
that's-
7. It's on at 7:30, and it usually goes to like fucking midnight. So you'll probably catch some of it.
Maybe, yeah.
But thanks for doing this with me, dude. I don't know what happened to Dan. I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
But
At least okay as well.
at least we were able to do it, and you're here. You were able to jump into your first Game Awards predictions. But honestly, it was a good year for you to do it because there's a lot of stuff that you liked that you could talk about. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, dude. Thanks for joining me, and yeah, Game Awards in exactly 24 hours, less than 24 hours. So let's see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, dude. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
See ya.
See ya.